A student once asked his Zen teacher, "When is the best time to practice?" The teacher was sweeping the courtyard. He didn't stop. He didn't look up. He simply said, "Now." The student waited for more. Some explanation, some context, some deeper teaching. But the teacher just kept sweeping. The broom moved across the stones. Dust lifted and settled. The moment passed and another came. Finally, the student understood. There was nothing else to say. Now was the only answer there ever could be. We live most of our lives anywhere but here. Our minds drift backward, replaying what happened yesterday, last year, 10 years ago. Conversations we wish we'd handled differently, choices we regret, moments we can't change. Or they leap forward, imagining what might happen tomorrow, next month, someday, worrying about outcomes we can't control, rehearsing scenarios that may never arrive. And in all that mental movement, we miss the only thing that's actually real, this moment. The one we're in right now. Yesterday is gone. It exists only as memory, as a story you tell yourself about what was. You can revisit it endlessly, but you can't touch it. You can't fix it. You can't relive it. It's not here anymore, and tomorrow hasn't arrived. It exists only as imagination, as a projection of what might be. You can plan for it, prepare for it, worry about it, but you can't experience it. It's not here yet. The only thing that's actually present, the only thing you can ever truly inhabit is today. This breath, this step, this moment. And even today is too big a frame, because today stretches across hours and most of those hours aren't here either. They're already past or still ahead. What you actually have is much smaller and much more immediate. Now, this single point of contact between you and life. This is where everything happens. This is where you're alive. Thich Nhat Hanh teaches that the present moment is the only moment in which we can truly live. Not because the past and future don't matter, but because they're not available. You can't live in them. You can only think about them. And when you're lost in thought about what was or what might be, you're not present for what is. You're like someone sitting at a table with a meal in front of them, but staring out the window, remembering yesterday's hunger or worrying about tomorrow's appetite. The food is here, but they're not tasting it. This is how we lose our lives. Not all at once, but moment by moment, while our attention is somewhere else. We eat without tasting. We walk without feeling our feet touch the ground. We listen without hearing. We're physically present but mentally absent, and the gap between where we are and where our mind is becomes the gap between us and our own existence. The teaching isn't asking you to forget the past or ignore the future. It's asking you to recognize that the energy you pour into reliving what's gone or rehearsing what hasn't happened is energy you're not bringing to what's actually here. And what's here is the only place where you have any power. You can't change yesterday. You can't control tomorrow. But you can choose how you meet this moment. You can choose where you place your attention. You can choose whether to be present or absent in your own life. This sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest things we'll ever do, because the mind resists the present. It finds it too plain, too ordinary, too small. The present doesn't offer the drama of the past or the promise of the future. It's just what's here, a breath, a sound, a sensation, a task. And the mind says, is that all? It wants something bigger, something more exciting, something worth its attention. So it drifts, it narrates, it plans and remembers and judges. It does anything except rest in what is. But the Zen masters say that this ordinariness is where life actually happens, not in the peaks and valleys, not in the grand moments or the dramatic turning points, but in the quiet, unremarkable now. The taste of tea, the feel of water on your hands, the sound of your own breathing, the simple act of walking from one room to another. These aren't distractions from life. They are life. And when you're not present for them, you're not present for anything. So what does it mean to center your energy in how you live today? It means bringing your full attention to what you're doing, even if it's small, especially if it's small. It means noticing when your mind wanders into yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's anxieties, and gently bringing it back. Not with force, not with judgment, but with the same patience you'd use to guide a child who's wandered off the path. Come back. This is where we are. It means recognizing that you don't know what tomorrow will bring. You can't. The future is unwritten, shaped by causes and conditions you can't fully predict or control. You can plan, yes, you can prepare, but you can't live there. You can only live here, and here is enough. Here is everything. When you stop dividing your attention between what was and what might be, something shifts. The present becomes fuller, more vivid. You start to notice things you've been walking past for years. The way light falls across a room, the texture of your own experience, the fact that you're alive, right now, in this body, in this moment. It's not always pleasant. The present includes pain, boredom, discomfort, but it's real. And there's a strange relief in that, in stopping the mental gymnastics and just being where you are. The Zen teacher kept sweeping. The courtyard didn't need to be perfectly clean. The work didn't need to be finished. What mattered was that he was fully there, in the movement of the broom, in the rhythm of the task, in the simplicity of now. He wasn't waiting for a better moment. He wasn't longing for yesterday or planning for tomorrow. He was just sweeping, and in that sweeping he was completely alive. The student picked up another broom and joined him. No more questions, no more waiting, just the sound of two brooms moving across stone, and the quiet understanding that this, right here, right now, was the only moment that ever needed their attention. If you choose to follow this channel, it truly helps me keep creating and improving these reflections. And if not, that's completely okay. I'm grateful you spent this time here. I'll see you tomorrow in the next episode. Until then, I wish you a calm and peaceful day.